Our first position today is a half frog pose. Left leg out to the side, right knee bend. Please do listen to your body. Make sure that you don't feel any tagging or throbbing in your right knee. If you do, take the heel away from your groins. Bring your hands behind you and lean back, just if you were sitting on the beach. Find your left heel and push that left leg forward away from you, away from the left hip, just as we did with the previous exercise. At the same time, pull the right hip back. And then you're going to reach the right knee forward and you're going to pull the left hip back. So we're doing the same sacroiliac joint opener that we did with both legs in front of us. Do that a few times. Feel the movement from your lower back. Then slowly come back to the middle. Lengthen the spine. Make sure that you have your belt close by. Turn your body towards the left. Turn your belly, turn your rib cage, turn your chest, turn your shoulders. Then grab your belt and hook up your foot. Hang on to the belt. Help a little bit with the pull and the tag between the arms and the legs to turn the upper body towards your leg. Inhale and lengthen the spine. Exhale and hinge. Hinge forward. Roll the shoulders back. Push that left heel forward and pull the right hip in. And then push the right knee away and pull the left hip in. And start hinging a little more. Hold that hinge for a moment. And then release the belt. Place the hands onto the floor or onto the block if they don't touch. Maybe a little higher. And fold over. This is the position that we're going to be holding for about 2 minutes. So, first just notice, did we choose the right angle for that forward fold? Do I need to come higher because there is some kind of tagging in my low back? Could I go a little lower? Now you don't need to do all these movements. I just want to show you what are your options. You could also have a little extra height if you have a bolster or a cushion. Place it on the top of the blocks and hold. Couple of things we need to pay attention in here. The leg that we lean in forward, actually towards, it is in a neutral rotation, so your knee is going to point up to the ceiling. Your foot could be in any kind of position that feels good. Try to bring your right armpit towards the block that you lean in on. Let the spine round. Don't worry about keeping the spine straight. Let it round. Hunch. Even more. Release the head. Release the back of the neck. This is a position where you can allow yourself not to worry about what it looks like. Just feel the stretch through the right side of the body, on the side. Feel the stretch through the right side of the back. This is a huge stretch for your sacrum, for your low back, for your upper back, through the back fascia. Make sure that you pay attention to your breath. Exhales are a couple of seconds longer than your inhales. And we stay for 3 more breaths. As quiet as you could be. When your next inhale comes, slowly start lengthening and stocking the spine, the vertebrae on the top of each other, and you lift through the crown of the head. If someone was holding you in there, make sure that the right leg is in a neutral rotation, meaning that the knee is pointing up to the ceiling. Hook up your feet. Lengthen through the spine, make a little hinge, walk your hands a little further down. Now see if you can move the right heel away just once, lengthen the right leg and pull the left hip in, and then move the left femur, the left thigh bone away and pull the right hip in. Your forward hinge could be a little bigger after that. And then we're going to add a forward fold. So we release the belt, pull the shoulders up and around over. If you can catch the feet, catch the feet. If not, place the hands onto the floor. And if your forward fold looks something like this, you're still a good person, grab your props. Remember, we need to find the height that allows us to create lengthening. If we go into a too deep forward fold and we don't have the ability to keep the spine open, that will become more threatening than relaxing. So once you figured out, again, options are several. You choose what works for you. And once you figured your option, we're going to hold it for 2 minutes. Release the head. Let the spine round from the sacrum all the way through the mid-back, through the shoulders, through the head. Your inhale is long and even, and your exhale is longer than your inhale. Some of us like to be quiet in the position. Some of us like to do a little movement. That leg movement, sacrum movement is always there for you. Let the shoulders come all the way up to your ears. Remember, it doesn't matter what it feels like, what it looks like. This is not a competition. This is more of a how does it feel, how much more fascial strength, stretch I can get, how much more I can stretch my connective tissues, tendons, ligaments, joints. Pay attention where your weight is distributed. We do want to have both sit bones grounded. Your head is released. Mine is up because I want to see how you're doing. Notice how your body quiets down. 3 more full breaths before we move out from the position. Use these 3 breaths to fully expand your abdominal and thoracic area and to release the tension from your jaw. Next inhale is going to help you to roll all the way up. When you roll up, think about that you stack in the vertebrae on the top of each other, so you're actually coming out in a much taller position that you went in.